For all you mad bastards loving the Big Show podcast, get up even closer on Instagram, YouTube and TikTok. Or raw dog it 4 to 7 every weekday on Radio Hauraki.
Kia ora, fellas, and here we are for the first time ever out west. My hood, man, my hood and Keezy's hood.
This isn't really your hood, though, is it?
Well,
How long will it take for you to drive to your house from here?
about 10 minutes.
Bullshit.
10 to 12
I reckon
minutes.
20 minutes.
Well, it depends on the traffic, but I'm very familiar with this area, Mogi. Of course, Shorten Street Films just down the road there, SPP.
Yes.
Brokenwood Films just down the road here, so I'm very familiar with this stretch.
Well, it is interesting because, as you say, you both whakapapa to West Auckland.
All right.
And so we'll see how much your people,
Sure.
your iwi, your hapu. We'll see how
hapu?
we're going to see how into you they really are. Going to see if they turn up in their drove to support a local legend or a couple of local legends, because at the moment it's not looking good.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not. I'm just. I'm a recent adopter of West Auckland.
Oh, okay.
I can't
The
claim
excuses,
West
are they?
Auckland.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
go to East Coast. We go to Gisborne. We go to Portuguese. That's where they'll come out in droves to support
Right.
Keezy.
So sort of places that we know we're never going to go.
Yeah, those are the ones. Places that definitely don't have our frequency.
My concern is that because most West Aucklanders are backbones, they'll be working till 6 or 7, getting a sweat on. And,
You were saying
and
most of them
if-
don't have jobs.
And if they're not doing that, then they're probably out at some coastline somewhere, casting their lines out, having a bit of a fish.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of hunting and fishing out west, Mogi.
Yeah.
A lot of hunter fishermen.
Or on the back end of a meth pipe, you were saying.
What about women, Jase? Is it just fishermen?
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
fisher
there's-
people, they're called.
And that's the thing about West Auckland women.
There we
Here
go.
we go. Right. Dilly, can you get ready to cut this bit off, please?
Yeah, I immediately went, okay, hang on here, Hoity J. Oh, they're backbones.
Oh, are they?
They're the sort that, you'll catch a fish or they'll catch a fish and they'll rip its guts out and have it
Yeah.
filleted in a minute, mate.
Oh, really?
That type of woman. They'll give birth to a child and then be out hoeing the lawn within an hour.
Hoeing the lawn.
Yeah.
Do they even mow the lawn, or is it mostly
No,
hoeing
we
the lawn?
hoe out this way. we
Jason's
don't
knowledge
mow.
of hard graft never fails to astonish. Full disclosure, fellas, I gave Mogi the heads up. I was in a hurrah of a mood all day today.
Oh, yeah.
Really shit mood. Really pissed
We
off.
should talk about that.
And so I had to go and do some DIY around the house, a job that my wife hit me up about yesterday, and I was originally responded quite negatively to her hitting me up.
What was it?
It was like repair this bit of wood near the shower which gets water on it, the paint starting to flake off, and I was like,
Oh, yeah.
and so I did it.
That sounds like my whole house.
Yeah. We call it the Hoity J step. So I managed to repair that. Well, get that job underway. Spent about 2 hours on it, and now I feel a lot better, but I'm still a wee bit pissed off. I don't know what at, though.
Oh, okay, so there's no
So I'll be relying on you guys to cheer me up.
no real explanation as to why you're in a... Because I was just commenting on what a good mood you seem to be in, to the point where I feel like you've taken drugs or you're on E or something.
I'm not on anything,
It
man.
feels like it's a go easy on Keezy day.
No,
Does
it's
it?
definitely not. What's
Okay.
happened is I was in a hurrah of a mood at home, and then, doing stuff, and that was fine, but then you get here, you see your mates. Okay, the guys you do
Yeah.
the show with, your best mates. And then it just brings you right out of that funk,
Sure.
And now I'm feeling great.
Great.
Well, now I don't feel great because you guys have responded.
I'm looking at you two, by the way, and you're all really nicely measured up with your microphones there, and it feels like old Hoity J's on a miniature seat.
Yeah, well, it's the same size
Same
seat,
size
mate.
seat, it's just a miniature human
Yeah,
sitting
it's just
on
a miniature human being sitting on it. So
can
I
we
feel...
get Hoity J a new spine, man? It's not long enough.
Can we get me a cushion or something?
Couple of legs. That
I-
point straight ahead.
I, funnily enough, was in a hurrah of a mood this morning too, and you know
But
what?
that's not funny because you always are.
That's just part
we
of the
talked
course.
about it. We
That's the only
talked
time you
about
got
it.
par on the course.
We talked about it, and I just reached. We were talking about it on the show yesterday.
Oh,
Where it's
yeah.
like, oh fuck, whatever.
So you're just at a point
I'll,
now where you're
I'll
just
tell
saying
you
whatever.
why. It started off badly because my wife made me a coffee,
Yeah.
which
She's
was her
terrible
turn.
at it, yeah.
But no, today was our no sugar day, which we'll get into. We'll get into later
Great,
in the
looking
show.
forward to that.
The Hauraki Big Show, weekdays from 4 on Radio Hauraki. The Hauraki Big Show podcast.
I was in bed nude.
Don't pause and look at me after
Yeah.
saying no.
And my lovely wife brought in a coffee for me.
Right.
And I had a sip, and I was like, oh, the fuck is this shit?
Yeah.
And then she reminded me it's our no sugar day.
Right.
So I had a coffee with no sugar in it, and I'm not happy about it.
My wife got some coffee that, because we use the old percolator sort of thing, the stove top.
Yes.
So what you need with that, Jason, you'll know that, you need the plunger grind. But we went with a new brand, and I was like, oh, you got that stuff, did you? Because I know that it's a coarser grind, which means you need to have more of it in there, and it's still piss weak.
Yeah, it's watery. I know what you
it's
mean.
no good.
Yeah.
It's no good. So anyway, we've all got our crosses to bear, don't we? And
Sure.
It's weird that for both of us, it's our wives.
You know, the weird thing too is that this whole no sugar thing. It was my idea because my wife said to me the other night. She said, "Oh, we've got to stop eating so much sugar." And I said, "Well, I'll tell you what, darling. Why don't we have one day a week which is sugar free?"
Yeah.
And she went, "Okay."
What made her say that? Were you like knee
He's
deep
been-
in a
he's
sticky
been-
date pudding or something?
He's been dipping his bullers in the sugar bowl.
Have you?
And she agreed.
Have you?
And funnily enough, I thought it was going to impact her more harshly, but it actually
It
seems to be
affected
impacted.
you.
Yeah.
So, Jason, when you have a coffee, how many teaspoons of sugar do you
Two.
need? Two, right.
That's disgraceful,
That is
and I think
disgraceful.
you know that.
Because milk makes it sweet anyway.
No,
Well,
it does
milk
not
has
make
sugar
it
in it.
sweet.
I agree with you, Jase. But I think at the moment it's because I'm off the booze. I've been off the booze for about 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, since Sunday.
So you're craving sugar?
So I am craving sugar at the
Yes.
moment. So we've been hooking into the old, I've been sending the old miss. Well, we've gone turnabout, to be fair.
That's right, because you're margaritas, eh? You love those margaritas and things.
In the can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's quite sugary stuff.
Yeah, well, piss in general is
Yeah.
sugary. Wine,
It
you
is.
name it.
It is.
And so you're looking for that sugar somewhere else. So we've been on the old, what do we have, a couple of ice creams down there, because we're about 15 metres away from the corner shop, which has
Yeah.
got a shocking selection.
Likewise.
I love
Yeah.
ice
So we're
cream.
straight down to that bastard, but yeah, it's not good. Got to get off that, or get back on the darts of the piss.
Well, I told you, I told you ages ago actually, and it's true. In rehabs and stuff, the sugar bowls are always empty
Right.
because people just hoe into the sugar
Yeah,
because of course the
yeah.
body's craving sugar. But
I
yeah,
feel good for being off it though.
I wasn't happy about not having a coffee, but sugar in my coffee. But I'll live.
Will you though?
Just another fucking thing I'm giving up
Why?
Yeah.
Why are you giving it up?
because
Well, have you given up hope yet, man? That's the next
Nearly.
thing you should give up.
nearly I've given up hope. But we'll talk about this on the show. I mean, I've got to find what. No, fucking Pugs is giving me chewed in the distance. Oh, here we go.
Mike's ordered a giant steak.
Classic Mogi with a massive Tyrannosaurus steak.
It's like the kind of steak that Fred Flintstone orders.
Yeah, it is. It's just ridiculous.
Well, I don't make it. All I see is a words on a menu, and then I order it, and then I eat all of it.
You eat
And
every last
say,
bit of it.
and I say that was all right.
But it's certainly that part of my life now where it's like,
Yeah, it's shit.
what? No booze, no ciggies, no
Yeah.
sugar. Well, I mean, fuck,
No
what's the
sex.
Oh no! Tell you what, I'm sparked up on that front.
You've
No,
been
you're not. You
jacking it
admitted
hard.
it had been
I
5
am.
weeks. You said last night it was
5
5
weeks.
weeks.
They call you. Your nickname is Captain Jack Sparrow. Eh?
No, I'm doing okay on that front, Keezy.
Because the issue that you have is you seem to give up everything fun and not replace it with anything else that is actually
There's
fun.
nothing else that is fun compared to smoking darts and drinking piss.
Thank you.
But now sugar as well.
No, just for a day.
Only
though. It's
one
only
day. That's
one
pretty
day
good.
a week.
and that's quite good. I think
Yes,
to do that.
one day a week.
But
what's-
what would you replace it with? Jacking it.
Yeah, well, this is the thing, because with no durries, no booze, and no sugar for a day, I have been pumping my tool all day. Because, I mean, what else are you supposed to do?
Well, all you can do is crank the hog.
Yeah,
or
I've just
clean
been
the car.
masturbating vigorously, even
Yes.
when I was at work. I just went into the bar toilets before and beat off. No.
Clip that one off, would you,
stoked with that,
Dilly?
Jase?
Can you clip that off?
Are you stoked with that,
Can
Jase?
you clip that off for today's show?
Just that little admission there. We'll do that just after 6 o'clock, and we'll say, listen to the podcast. It's really great.
That's got to be close to time, doesn't it? Are we
Yeah.
done here?
No, yeah, I think so. Hey, thank you very much for listening.
Can I just say that it's weird here because we're at this bar. There's 1,000 TV screens, and you can't watch TV1, a free broadcaster. They don't have TV1. That's interesting, isn't
It
it?
is weird. The cricket's on one now,
It's
is
on
it?
TV1 because it's domestic. It's in New Zealand.
Yeah, okay.
So anybody can watch that, Jase. You can watch it. You've got TV1 at home. 'cause
Never
you say-
really
you-
watch TV1 anymore.
Well, you watch it on the app.
What's the score, by the way?
You strike me as a guy who only has it on TV1 and never shifts it off.
That it doesn't. You haven't got any of the other channels tuned in.
Yeah, that'll be my next thing.
The bunny is
This
only
is going to be
working
my
on
next
TV.
thing. Let's get rid of Neon, Netflix, and all of that shit, and just have terrestrial TV.
That is something you do to yourself.
And then I'd be like, oh, fuck's sake. Oh, here we go. Father just turned up with his young fella son there. And
Young fella, yeah.
good stuff. I'm going to eat the rest of my chicken taco.
Hey, listen to the Hauraki Big Show, 4 till 7, Radio Hauraki. It's good eating. Thank you.